Hello. Scibby.
Alrighty, welcome guys. We got Super Mario 64 up next. Quills going to be doing a category called 16 star. We've got a little bit of time before the run starts, so I might just chuck out a donation that we've been given. Peter Milan, $27.34, says great initiative. Thanks for that, man, I appreciate that.
So I guess since we've got some time, we may as well talk about the run that we're going to be doing. I'm Quills. I specifically speedrun 16 star in Super Mario 64, but I also speedrun a lot of Super Mario 64 ROM hacks. So hopefully I won't do a terrible job of this today. We're going to be doing, I think it's called the beginner route. So if you're interested in learning this, these would be a lot of the tricks that you'd be starting with. It's a lot of fun. Generally centers around the idea that after you collect 15 stars, a rabbit called Mips spawns downstairs in the basement, and when you pick him up, you can use his hitbox to push you through walls. And so doing that, you can get through the 30 star door, and then the rest of it you just do a trick called backwards long jumping. Essentially, because there's no negative speed cap on how fast you can go, you can just keep going backwards faster and faster to the point that you can clip through walls, and that's how we get through the 50 and 70 star door. So we still got like 3 minutes to wait till we start. Should probably get the chat open.
Yeah, get ready, big dog. Donation incentive. So we've got Tony Hawk's Underground 2. So we're looking for $250 for that. We're currently at $156.50. So that's the bonus game as well. So that'd be pretty cool to see, guys. So let's try and get some money in for that, hey? That would be awesome. We got a bidding war for RE3 Nemesis for costume select. So we got $32.69 on classic. And Officer, Biker, Regina, and Default are all still at $0. So if you want to see one of those names, maybe chuck in a few dollar dues there.
So this game was originally on Nintendo 64. You probably recognize it. But I'm running on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console version. A couple of reasons for that. Namely, our Nintendo 64s in Australia were PAL, so the frame rate is actually slower. So, I mean, PAL is kind of a joke in speedrunning for that reason. But
quite a large joke.
Yeah, the Wii, it's really easy to change your settings and allow you to run international versions of things. So it's good to have like an official console version for speedrunning. But Super Mario 64, it doesn't actually matter. They've accepted emulator runs for years, so it's a very easy game to get into.
And you get to use the GameCube controller.
Definitely a draw. Yeah, I think this game's pretty good. I don't know, maybe some people disagree. It's my favorite game of all time. Quintessential 3D platformer. Are you ready to go? Alright, time starts when I hit, when I reset the console. So I'll count you in for the timer. I assume we're ready to go. I don't want to miss start like last time we did.
All good.
Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, good luck, dude.
Thanks, Scibby.
It's me, Mario. Hello. Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach. So because I'm running on the Wii, we do have the benefit of this being in English. 16 stars normally run on Japanese, so this isn't the fastest version to run on, but if you're fast enough, I guess you'll be able to read some of the text boxes. The first trick in the game we're going to do is called Lakitu Skip. This is Lakitu, the camera guy on the cloud. He has a trigger to talk to you when you cross the bridge, but if you land right on the very edge of the bridge, you can avoid touching that trigger and get in the door without talking to him, which just saves like 10 seconds. There we go.
Nice, man, in there.
So we'll go straight into Bowman Battlefield because you don't need any stars to open the doors. And we're going to be collecting stars so that we can get access to different courses and different doors throughout the game. Alright, so we're going to do Bomb Clip now, hopefully. This is like Mip's clip that I was explaining before. Oh god, I didn't punch. Well, never mind. The basic idea with that would have been that we catch the bomb right before it explodes, and it's in an enlarged state, so its hitbox is bigger, and it'll push us, and we'd slide into the wall and clip it, but it swallowed my B input.
Luckily that star can easily be backed up with the casual way to do it, so it doesn't take too long. So we're going to head into Womps now, and the first trick we're going to do here is a star that we usually would use the cannon for, but we're going to do a trick called Cannonless, which basically enables us to skip the cannon, and we basically do a setup where we put Mario's position, put him in a position where once he turns around, he sort of falls down off the ledge and he should clip straight onto the wall and hit the star at the right frame.
Oops. Yeah, so a long time ago people just used to throw themselves off this bridge at where the star is and hope that it worked, but we have a setup for it now. Whew.
Nice, dude, we're in there.
Now we're going to spend a lot of time in Womps Fortress. We actually get most of our stars here, really. Just a nice tight little level with lots of stars really close together. And generally speaking, you sort of want to avoid changing courses because moving through the castle and having all of these little cutscenes and stuff uses up a lot of time.
And pretty much, other than Cannonless, most of the stars in Womps are straightforward, so once you nail Cannonless, you're pretty much set up to have a good early game. So we've got the Womp King here, so we're just going to do 3 ground pounds on his back and another easy star.
Oops. The star from the Womp King always spawns in the same spot. Oh, so the idea is to be exactly where the star's going to spawn, so you don't have to jump and move it to collect it afterwards. But because I was a bit sloppy there, I missed the positioning for it. And next it's the top of the tower. I did not know I had alerts enabled at all in this scene. Apologies for that.
So this one, again, yeah, pretty straightforward. Just some nice movement to get up to the top. And then the last we do, there's 2 methods to do it. So you can get up to a platform that's located under where the star is, and you can do a trick called Owless, which is basically a triple jump and then a wall kick at the perfect frame. Or we can just do the intended strat here and grab the hour, which is only a few seconds slower. So.
Well, it's supposed to only be 4 seconds slower, but I completely missed him. There we go. Ah, we're out of whomps. I did see that trip. I was asked to do my best whomp noise. Here we go. I hope that satisfies.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Alright, I got a cool mountain now. Where we're gonna rescue the baby penguin, give it back to its mother. And we're also gonna do wall kicks will work.
The infamous penguin. Everybody knows him.
Oh my god. Alright. That movement's really fun. You just treat the slopes there like a slide, and all you have to do is hold right and then hold up. Yeah, his name is Tuxie, I totally forgot.
Alright, so the next star is sort of located underneath where we currently spawn. You just do a nice little jump like this. And a couple of cheeky wall kicks.
Alright, now we have 8 stars, so we can go see the first Bowser. There are 3 Bowser fights in the game. The first 2 give you a key, so you can access different areas of the castle. And you can't skip those. Clipping through those doors won't make you enter the different areas of the castle. So every speedrun that focuses on beating the whole game always has all 3 Bowser fights. Oh god. Although the, oh god, tool-assisted world record has managed to get through the door in the moat to get to the basement early, which is pretty amazing if you ever were interested in looking up some crazy glitches.
I think apart from actually running this stage, this is probably one of my favorite designs in the game. Like, the stage is really well designed, but to play, it's a pain in the butt.
I love Dark World, man. Oh god, I think it's one of my favorite stages.
So we only need 1 hit on the first Bowser throw.
And this is the biggest downside on playing on the Wii, I reckon, that you can't dab. In the Nintendo 64 version, you can move Mario's head so it looks like he's dabbing there. It's so depressing that you can't do it.
Yeah, I feel robbed, dude. I'll never know what it's like. Alright, so we go down the basement now. We go down to Shifting Sandland. We're going to cover a couple stars from there, and then a star from Lethal Lava Land as well. And then we'll finish up in Hazy Maze Cave.
The Wii version is the US NTSC version. I think dabbing's just a Japanese 1.0. Oh no. It's alright, I'll just do the star instead.
Yeah, luckily they're both.
What a disaster. Probably dive too early. Alright. Jump on the Shy Guy, fly over to Klepto. That's what I meant to do the first time.
Easy.
Alright, next we're gonna do the 8 red coins in Lethal Lava Land. You just jump in the lava there to go over here. And you land here fast enough to just quickly run around on the pieces before they move.
Yeah, very simple stuff. Very simple stuff. Then we get a free star from Toad as well in the HMC room, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's at 12 stars though. That's the downside of the route that I'm doing, is that you have to go straight past him, where he would be here, instead of stopping to talk to him. So here we're going to get the star that's through the Hazy Mate's cave, I think, intended, but it's just sitting up here, so just jump over. And there's Toad now. Or Todd, as he likes to be known. Hey buddy.
Cheeky Todd's gonna hook us up with a free star, dude.
Mate, he's the best. Imagine if you had to get an extra star, instead of just being given one. That'd take like a whole extra 20 seconds. Alright, we're gonna go get Dory's star, who's the swimming Loch Ness monster. Oops. One of the interesting things about this level is that there's a lot of areas where there's no walls where you'd think there would be, and you can sort of take advantage if you get through some of them. So being pushed by the platform there, I can just drop down to where the star is. You can also go over the top, but there is an area that can kill you, so that was the marathon safe strat.
The last star is relatively straightforward. There's a bit of RNG. It's probably one of the only bits of RNG in the actual run as to where the rocks end up rolling. So if we're lucky, they'll stick to the right while we stick to the left.
Yeah, you always want to go up the left here. You have about a 1 in 5 chance of getting a rock that comes across.
He almost got you, dude.
Yeah, the second one was there.
Nice, dude. That was a good HMC.
Alright, now Mips has spawned. So I'm gonna go grab our little bunny friend.
Alright, and this glitch is basically what created 16 stars. So before this glitch, we had to get 30 stars in order to get to the door that we're about to clip through. And finding this glitch enabled us to only be able to collect 16. So a pretty game-breaking glitch, to be honest.
Accidentally set myself on fire. Luckily he's very easy to catch in the corner if you ever do miss him.
No, basically what you got to do here is just sort of line up in a certain position, and a lot of people use Mips' shadow as a visual cue here, so once that disappears we can put him down, pick him up, and then clip through the door like that. Easy, dude, first try.
Yay, there we go.
And a nice second clip as well. That was a really good Mips.
Thanks, man. I think this is probably, for me, the hardest star in the game to do consistently. Swimming just... it's hard, man. Just hit a button the same speed.
I think I miss at least one A-press every single time. At least one.
Dude, I can't believe how much slower than my goal I am. Like, almost every run I'm like 4 seconds behind it. It's like, what was I doing differently? Oh, missed one. On Nintendo 64, that submarine makes this whole area lag ridiculously, so this is one of the benefits of using the Wii, is that you don't really have to manage the lag optimization at all. You don't have to move the camera around and run blindly and stuff like you do in the N64 runs.
Alright, so we've got the second Bowser level coming up here, Fire Sea. This one's pretty interesting. Basically, we have a little barrier to be able to make a couple of mistakes in this first part due to having to wait for an elevator. So regardless, even if we get there on time, we still have to wait for it to move. So you can sort of just cruise through the first part of this level.
Oops. Yeah, that's the nice thing about being on cycles. You can't really get any faster than, you know, certain fragments of time. So there's a faster cycle than that one, but there was no way I was going to get it with the movement I was doing anyway, so I didn't lose any time.
couple of lava boosts here, and that'll push us up to the final platform, and then we can jump in and get Bowser 2.
Yeah, if you're ever struggling with the end of that level, that's really easy because you have the heart there to get yourself back to full health. It's a very useful trick.
So we only need one throw on Bowser 2 as well, which is pretty handy. It's Bowser 3 where we need to hit 3.
Alright, so this is the worst bit. The best bit? I don't know. How do you define BLJs as a segment?
It's either the best or the worst. It's either gonna go one way or the other.
Yeah,
so we're gonna trick out backwards long jump here, and so what we're gonna do is try and get Mario basically doesn't have a limit to his backward moving speed, so we're gonna try and accelerate him upwards along the stairs by hitting A at the right time on each stair, and this is going to accelerate his speed to a point where we can actually clip through the first door. And then we'll do it on the next set of stairs as well, and that'll end up giving us access to the final Bowser.
Damn, man.
It's a notoriously tricky trick, no pun intended.
Yeah, it's not like completely precise, you just have to be very consistent with how you mash the button there.
And that's it, there we go, nice, first door.
Just gotta do it one more time, and this one's a lot easier because you don't run out of stairs, so you can just keep trying.
First try, nice dude, let's close it out.
Oops. Oh, no, that's not going to work. I'm just going to go around.
Oh, you go. Ball's going for that.
I've gone for it every time in practice, and I've only missed it like 3 times, but I was definitely going to miss then, so I'm very glad I pulled myself back then.
It's not a super difficult trick, but because it's at the end of the run, I've never bothered to learn it.
Yeah, it's the same with the wall kick here. Like, I can do it, but I don't want to kill runs doing it. Oh, no. There we go.
Nice. Good recovery.
Thanks. Been doing no reset runs. So I've been practicing all my backups too. Oh, nice long jump.
Alright. Let's see if we can get 3 out of 3.
Whew. What's the time? Like, how far into the run are we?
I think just under 19.
That's not bad. Oh gosh, always patched the game. Guys, Nintendo must have updated the Virtual Console version overnight. Like, they made throws harder. Can you believe it?
Alrighty, 1.
If you dive into his tail, you can catch him on his way back as well.
2.
Oop, missed. There we go.
Dude.
And that's it, and time comes when I touch the big star that's about to come jumping out of his body. Whew. Time.
Let's go, dude. That run was poggers.
Thanks, man. Apart from missing bomb clip, I think that went really well.
Other than bomb clip, it was a good run, dude.
Thank you for the GGs, everyone. And don't forget that we're here to support Beyond Blue in charity. If you guys have noticed or not, we have links to donate, and we read out messages on stream and everything. It's a great cause, raising awareness for mental health issues. I just want to say personally that I've struggled with chronic severe depression and anxiety my whole life. I have PTSD. I get a disability pension because I deal with that so much in my life that it prevents me from being able to work a regular job. Speedrunning has been a great outlet for me as far as having something to help take my mind off things, having a great supportive community of people that helps. And if you are struggling, don't be afraid to seek therapy. All they want to do is help you to understand yourself. Yep, that's it.
Hit the heart, dude. That was really nice.
Mario.
Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and thanks for having us, ASM. It's wonderful what you guys do, spreading our hobby and doing good at the same time.
And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have to do something special for you.
Where is Gonzo? Gonzo's not in the room, but I guess I probably have time to look for my dog. It is very important to get my dog on stream.
Everybody, let's bake a delicious cake. For Mario.
As Mario wanders off into the castle to get his cake from the princess. Cake and nose kisses. He's a simple man. Doesn't have many needs.
Mario.
Here you come. Yep, there you go. Very important to get my dog on stream. Alright, I didn't have my sound on. Are we still going? So yeah, guys, stick around. A couple more days of great runs left.
Yeah, and again, if you want to donate for those incentives, go for it. Especially Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I think that's going to be a really cool run to see.
Oh dude, that game is heaps good. Some of the Tony Hawk runs are excellent. Especially the more broken ones towards the end of the series.
Yeah, dude, and especially with the new game coming out as well. That's going to be a G-up.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's really hype. Gotta love 90s nostalgia.
Oh man, I couldn't tell you how many hours I pumped into Tony Hawk's, like...
Man, pretty much anything that was on the Nintendo 64 I must have spent hundreds of hours on as a kid. Pretty much every time in Mario when I'm on an edge and I'm grinding in between the state between on and off the edge in my head. Hey guys, I figured I should mention that the next day, Peking Boo did an unscheduled 16-star run using a DDR board and got a PB, if you want to go check that out.
Dude, no way, this run just PB'd.
God, that's sick.
Quills donated $1.69, saying, "Thanks for having me. I had a blast showing off Mario 64. I'll donate another $1 if you complete the run with your feet." Not sure about the second one, but definitely looking forward to definitely enjoyed that Mario 64.